Good morning, everybody. It's Michelle here from the Belton Bond, obviously. And it is like 6:53 in the morning, and I'm at the airport because I'm going to Dallas for work. And of all times for Scotland to get sick, I got a call from daycare yesterday that his temperature was like 101, and I picked him up and took him home, gave him some Tylenol, and he took a nap, and just his temperature and stuff wasn't getting better. And we ended up taking him to the urgent care at night, and he has the flu. So mommy's going out of town for 3 days, and he's home with daddy, and he has the flu. But I started not to go on this work trip, but VJ and my dad and my sister were like, Michelle, it's okay to go. You're not like less of a mom for not going or anything. So I'm still here, and an early flight. I got like 1 hour of sleep because after getting home from the urgent care, trying to go to the pharmacy, it was after 11 o'clock. I had to like meal prep for Scotland, so BJ didn't have to do all of that stuff. And what else? And then just like trying to pack and get my stuff together. I ended up getting in the bed at it was 3:10, and I had to be right back up at 4. So I don't have a lot of sleep. I'm about to try to get to Starbucks to see if I can get some coffee, if the line isn't too long. And I will check back in with you guys later. So we made it to Dallas. They're an hour behind us in Florida. So here it is 9:20. No, yeah, 9:20 something. So on my phone, it's like 10 something. So I checked my bag. So we got to go to baggage claim. There's my boss, guys. Woohoo! So I checked my bag, and we got to go to baggage claim and then get on with the day.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Belton Bond. This is a special edition. My wife, Michelle, she had to go out of town to go to a teachers conference in Texas, and it was left for me and Scotland to be here by ourselves. And just so happened that Scotland went down with the flu. So we found out yesterday he had a fever, and Michelle had to go pick him up from daycare. And he came home, and he was just very laying around and not engaging as Scotland usually is. And then they said also that he wasn't eating all his food, and that's not like Scotland at all. Scotland usually does a pretty good job of eating and stuff. So we knew that something was wrong, but we didn't know what. And then last night, Michelle and I, we were upstairs putting him to bed, or about to get ready to put him to bed, and he got real shaky. And he just kind of stood there and kind of looked at us, kind of like, whoa, what is going on right now? So we took him to the doctor, or to the night central care for kids, the pediatric, whatever you call the thing. We took him there, and he was laying all over me and stuff like that. And we just ended up did a mouth swab to see if he had the flu, and it came back positive. And so we stayed out until about 11:30. This was 8:30 when we left, but we had to go sit there, and then after that we drove around trying to find a Walgreens that would have been conducive to be able to buy the Tamiflu, and that fit, of course, our insurance and stuff like that as well. So long story short, we ended up getting home last night. Weren't able to get the Tamiflu, but my wife, who is great, like, she's a great mother. She's really, really, really a great mother. She went to Publix while we were sitting there in the doctor's office, and she picked up a couple things to make sure Scotland had stuff to be taken care of, as well as stuff for me. For example, she bought me some corned beef hash I don't know if y'all like corned beef hash or not, but I love corned beef hash. I'm from the country, and that's something that we grew up on. Put it in some grits, some bacon, all of the above, as well as some rice and stuff like that too. So I like corned beef hash. She picked some of that up for me. She picked up some salad stuff for me because I've been trying to eat a little bit better and stuff. So she picked that stuff up. But for Scotland, she she got some fruits and veggies so that he can have dinner. She also bought him some medicine and stuff. She always calls on her sister, and her sister told her about this black elderberry or something like that. And that livened them up because he took some of that last night, and that livened him up a little bit. So he got up this morning. Michelle and I, we came home. She got ready to leave. She left about 4, close to 5 this morning, Saturday, July 13th. Yeah. So she got up and she left this morning, and Scotland slept till about 8. Got up, I checked his temperature, it's about 102. He was very hot. Came, brought him downstairs, fed him some breakfast. Well, let him play tried to let him play for a little while. Cut on Sesame Street on TV, watched that. He started getting a little fussy, so I fed him breakfast, oatmeal, and his fruit. He had some orange juice and water mixed together, so I diluted that. And he started playing around a little bit, being a little bit more active. I gave him some of that elderberry I just showed y'all, whatever that stuff is called. And he played around, became a little bit more active. So I was just like, okay, cool. Started feeling that fever, go down. And so he started feeling good. And I told Michelle, we were going back and forth about, buying the Tamiflu because a couple things happened with them. And they were saying that it's on back order. And if we wanted it, it was going to cost us $169. I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to spend no $169 on that. So prayerfully, everything that we've been doing has been helping. And then also, of course, when I grew up, we were taking some good old cod liver oil. We were taking this when I was growing up, and I haven't given it to him yet. I'm kind of contemplating because we've given him Tylenol, we've given him the elderberry, and I know that the elderberry is just like it's a supplement as well. So I don't want to just be drugging him up or anything like that. So I'm playing around with that right now. But once he gets better, Scotland will be on the cod liver oil. Because what I found out through research is that when you ask the doctors and pediatricians and stuff like that about cod liver oil, they won't say whether they suggest you take it or not. Because when you do your research, it says that it keeps the kids from having to go to the doctor, keep people from having to go to the doctor overall in general. And I know growing up, we never had to go to the doctor that much. And so it must have a positive effect on the dynamic, because I asked the pediatrician, he was like, no, you don't need to take it. With all of my kids, we've never done it, and they're pretty healthy and stuff like that. Of course, you want us to come to the doctor, and that's perfectly fine. I'm never knocking somebody for doing what they need to do. However, if I know a resource, I'm going to make sure that I share it as well as know it and use it in my own family. So cod liver oil, Scotland will be on cod liver oil. No doubt about it. So beyond that, he's taking his nap. He's went to sleep at it's 1:04 right now, Saturday, July 12th. And he's been asleep since about close to 11. So I'm trying to see if his regular school schedule of sleeping for 2 hours is the dynamic. If he's not awake by 1:15, then I'll probably go ahead and wake him up. Feed him lunch. For lunch, we got some baked spaghetti that we're going to be feeding him. He got a bottle. I'm giving him a banana. He likes his bananas and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and cook his spinach for dinner tonight. And whatever else he's going to have with that. Probably going to go ahead and give him some more elderberry because it'll be time. It's been over 3 hours. And probably give him a little bit more Tylenol so that he can make sure that that fever stays down and we can get him, nurse him back to health. But it's just me and Scotland here this weekend. We miss mommy, but at the same time, the show must go on. And I think we're going to do a pretty good job. So stay tuned. I might come back on, shoot a little video to see the little update and stuff like that as it relates to where me and Scotland is. Some playtime. We did read a story earlier. Probably read a story later on. And it's going to be a good weekend. It's the MLK weekend. And I wanted to go to, matter of fact, I got on my MLK shirt as a matter of fact, and that's coincidence. I have a dream. What's yours? MLK. So it kind of plays itself out, and I didn't even think about it like that. But there's a Heritage Festival in Winter Park. Thinking about going, but if he's not well, I probably won't be able to go to church with the flu. Yeah, probably won't be able to go to church tomorrow. River of Life. And as well as the Heritage Festival. It may be just the weekend being in the house, but I got a couple things planned. Might shoot a couple videos here and there, but stay tuned. Of course, like my wife always says, we got it up here in the house. Be bold, be blessed, be bonded. We'll check in a little bit later.
Are we on? Yes. All right, guys. So it's like, what time is it here? I think almost 1 something here, and we are out walking the streets. We're supposed to be doing like this scavenger hunt thing. It's not super cold here. I have on like this light jacket and these boots, but it feels pretty good. We're looking to find some food, anything here. Like when we were here, we said that we wanted to eat things that we don't get in Orlando. So like we're not trying to go to any chain restaurants and stuff. So I don't know what we're gonna have for lunch, but tonight is like Tex-Mex night and margaritas and stuff. So right now we're walking to find something to eat.
My buddy's awake, drinking his milk. Didn't want to eat all of his spaghetti, so we got that. We got some banana. He'll finish eating that up in a minute. There's his Pedialyte there. The rest of his spaghetti, hopefully he'll want it. The list. Brothers, if you know anything about your wife leaving you at home, they got to have a list of how you should take care of what you already know what you should be doing. And then they go to medicine over there. So then, of course, that's the epic snot rag. Or mucus. Say, hey, mommy. Say, mommy, we miss you. Say, we miss you, mommy. Boy. Can't tell the good book. Not the good book. Listen, though. Martin grew up. He became a minister like his father, and he used the big words he heard as a child from his parents and from the Bible. Everyone can be great. You see him over there? He studied the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. He learned how the Indian nation won freedom without ever firing a gun. Martin said, love what others said hate. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And there's story time. Hey, don't be trying to act like that. Huh? Hey. Hey. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. You know you're not sick. You have peas in your head. You need to brush your head. Look at them. Look at them peas in your head.
Oh my gosh! Y'all, I'm afraid of birds for real.
And count the number of rock segments that make up the
Oh my gosh!
Hurry up. I think it's 9.
Y'all. Oh my god! I'm really afraid. Oh my gosh! It was right by my head. You guys. You guys. I'm really afraid of birds. I'm gonna cry.
Did you get that right? Next, look through the glass doors.
Oh my gosh.
Panels
our room. We're at the JW Marriott somewhere in Dallas. I don't know. A regular bathroom. And a closet. In the mirror. And beds. What kind of view do we have? Probably nothing. Nope, the roof. Oh, look at the pool. The roof is on fire. Well, that's pretty. So even though I'm away, I'm taking care of Scotland and pumping. I just pumped about 8 ounces, and earlier today I pumped once we got here, and my first pump like filled up the bag. So that's probably about 9 ounces there to take back with me. Big and messy, like I can't even shop in here. I've never seen a Zara like this discombobulated. Like I don't even feel like shopping through stuff. Like this is kind of cute, but I don't know if I feel like even looking for anything. Morning, guys. It is Sunday, January 14th. I'm out of breath because I was rushing, trying to be ready on time, and I'm kind of still not on time. But we're getting ready to go downstairs for our conference. This is what I'm wearing today, this pink shirt with my like school emblem on it, with just some jeans and boots. And my new book bag that I got from TJ Maxx. So we're about to head downstairs. The conference starts at 8:30. It's about 8:15. So we should be there to like get our ID badges and all that kind of stuff to get ready to go and learn some new stuff. All right, so we're heading downstairs. I was so tired last night. I got like an hour of sleep, right on time. An hour of sleep Friday night. And then we were like traveling all day yesterday. And we did a scavenger hunt that y'all should have seen in like clips before this. And we went to the mall yesterday. And so now we're just like extremely tired, but it's gonna be a good day. Hey y'all, I feel like I haven't been like consistently vlogging, but I've just been in a conference sitting. Well, I haven't been sitting all day in this conference. They like make you get up and move around and do things. But I had to go upstairs and pump for Scotland, because if you watch my other video, you know I am exclusively pumping. And now I'm going back to the training for the latter part of it for the rest of the day.
Good morning. It's day 2 of Scotland and Daddy Chronicles. Yep, Scotland's in the back. So we woke up this morning. Y'all know that Scotland had the flu, or has the flu rather, and I was trying to doctor it. We got it down to 99.7 or 2 yesterday, and then we went to bed last night. It's right at 102. And Michelle was very concerned, you know, because she's in Texas, so and work. So she was very concerned about everything and Scotland. And she was like, "Are you gonna buy it? Are you gonna buy it?" And I was just like, "No, we're not gonna buy no Tamiflu," because I just, you know, I feel like just kind of letting this thing, you know, kind of play out. But his fever went breaking when he got up this morning. It was right at 102 again, and I checked it like an hour later, and it was like 101, so it dropped just a bit. But we just wanted to make sure that he was good, and so I kept trying to not buy it. And that's when I thought about it when Michelle's on the phone this morning. She was like, you don't want to buy it for your child to get well? And I'm like, whatever. But nevertheless, I went ahead, I thought about it, and I said, you know what? If she was here, she would have bought it Friday. And so here we are, driving on the road. I wish I had somebody here, though, to either stay at home with Scotland or just ride over with me so he wouldn't have to get out the car, because it's kind of cold out. So it says it's 53 degrees here in Orlando or Kauai. So, yep, day 2, Scotland and Daddy Chronicles, and we'll see how this goes. Start making them take this medicine. Y'all, I really am up in the air about this, but I guess it's gonna be best. It expedites the amount of time he has the flu. So, because they said it ain't gonna kill the flu, it just expedites the time that he has it. So, that's that. We'll be checking in throughout the day today. He was a little active before. Then he had a blowout on me. Oh yeah, let me make sure I say that. Like, I gave him some cod liver oil. I did. I called my mom last night and she was like, yeah, it should be fine. It's just, like a supplement. It helps your immune system, build up your immune system. And I gave him some, and I think that did it. Because he was going to town in that diaper. But it looks like he's becoming a little bit more active and stuff, so I guess we're making progress. But I'm about to walk in Walgreens now and get this Tamiflu. But we'll be good. All right, see y'all soon. Say hey, mommy. Tell mommy hey. It's Scotland. You trying to act like you sick. Boo boo. We miss you. What are you doing?
So we're at dinner tonight, and we're at Bone Daddy's restaurant. I got a little drink. And this is what they have on the menu. I'm thinking about getting, at first I thought about getting the pulled pork and the boned-in chicken, but I was like, maybe I can get that anywhere. I may get some baby back ribs, which I don't eat often, so we'll see. And then I got this drink. What is it? The limeberry cooler. So it has Deep Eddy lemon vodka, strawberry, and lime juice. So it should be pretty good. I like strawberry. What I got, guys, half rack of ribs, Roadhouse buds, and grilled beans. I hope it's yummy because our food in Texas has not been the best.
2.5 racks with Roadhouse buds and green beans.
I agree, beans.
Good morning. It's day 3 of Daddy in Scotland. Mama comes back like late tonight. It's 6:38 a.m. I just left the hospital. Actually didn't even tell Michelle at this point because I didn't want to alarm her with her being in Dallas and stuff like that. So at about what time was it? That was sports radio. At about 4. Had to be about 4:30, somewhere up in there. Scotland was in the bed with me because something told me last night, put him in the bed with you so that you can kind of monitor him, because he was a little warm when he went to bed. And I gave him the medicine, gave him Tylenol. He had the Tamiflu, and you're only supposed to take that twice a day. And then I also gave him some elderberry. So he went to bed and seemed to be fine as it relates to his, I guess, just his actions and stuff like that, but his temperature said otherwise. So I said, okay, once I go to bed, I'll just put him in the bed with me. So I went to bed at about 11:30. Could have been closer to 12. But anyways, I went to bed around 11:30, somewhere up in there. And I had talked to Michelle for just a few minutes. I had got sleepy downstairs. So I went upstairs. I put him in the bed with me. He was hot at that point, but I was just like, okay. I gave him the Tylenol. I gave him more Tylenol around 10 because last time I had given to him, it was like 6 o'clock. Well, anyways, about 4 o'clock this morning, I wake up. He's beside me in the bed, and I feel like hot. And so I'm just like, man, why am I so hot? And I feel him, and he's burning up. So with him burning up, I just went and I said, you know what? I was trying to avoid this, but I said it with this temperature. So I checked his temperature, and it was like 105.3. And I was just like, all right, let's go to the hospital. So I got up, got him dressed. He was fussy. He had, of course, mucus and everything around his nose. And I was just like, man, my man is just, during the day he's on point, but at night. So I get to the ER. They take him in, and they tell him, they're just like, really? The fever lasts for 7 to 10 days. You know what I'm saying? With Tamiflu, it might be cut down to, 5 to 7, but nevertheless, the fever is going to be there during this whole time. So I'm like, dang, okay. And so they said, give him Tylenol, give him Motrin, and keep doing what I've already been doing and just making sure that he's drinking a lot. And so he's been doing all of the above. And he told me, he said, if he sleep at night, he'll let you know if he's uncomfortable. So somebody pulling up in front of me now. So he'll let you know if you're uncomfortable, if he's uncomfortable by way of waking up. So I said, all right, cool. That was all they really pretty much said. So I definitely still at this point still ain't called Michelle. I probably call her around once I get back home, just let her know that I had been. But outside of that, I didn't want to alarm her and stuff because I don't want it. Oh, that one's locked. Okay, that door is locked. Okay, good. So somebody just went in the Walmart doors and stuff. Yeah, somebody just went in the Walmart doors for the home and pharmacy space because I had to come to Walmart to get some Motrin for him because we had Tylenol, but we don't have Motrin. So I came to get that, and I'm gonna pick that up. I wish I had somebody, like I said yesterday, to ride with me because I don't want him to get in and out this. It's pretty cool, and the weather and the wind is picking up a little bit too. But nevertheless, that's an update. I probably check in again throughout the day, but this day 3, God willing, he'll be feeling better by noon. We'll be playing around and having a good time. All right, check out later.
Hey guys, so today is, I got lipstick on, Keith. There we go. Today is day 2 and my last day here at the conference. It's about 8:15. My session starts at 8:30. So I'm in the line at Starbucks to get some coffee or whatever. And then we're just gonna be in the session all day. We leave this afternoon to go back to Orlando and we get back in late tonight. So it's gonna be a long day, but hopefully I can sleep on the plane. I actually need to do some work that hopefully you guys will be seeing in the future. So yeah, I'm gonna get me some Starbucks.
Specifically with her about was the coaching piece. Remember, I'm thinking this whole time as we go through here, what's the one tip I can give that's going to have the greatest impact on learning? And so I narrowed it down to a couple, and the one that I talked to her about was her tip teach one. Now, I put a happy face on that because I know she's close to that, but we're almost there on tip.
What? Want another one? You don't want no more? I bet you do want another one. Don't stop you from packing your little mouth.
That do.
I'm going home. I'm going home. We're about to get up out of Texas. We changed our flight because our original flight was delayed, and then it was supposed to be some like weather and snow and stuff. So we were like, all right, let's just switch flights. So instead of leaving at 8 something, we're leaving at 5:05. So we're at the airport. We already went through TSA. So now we're just heading to our gate. Ellis, Chick-fil-A. So we're just gonna hang out until we board in about 50 minutes. Get to go home to see my baby and my hubby. So excited. Wheels up.